Hey guys, Kens97 still 171 back for a continuation of the last video. We are on our way to Albuquerque, New Mexico. We're driving a Freightliner's Cascadia. Um, in our journey, we are right about there, so about halfway between Amarillo and Fort Worth. We're going over here to Albuquerque. So we came from Houston, so we're a little more than about halfway across our journey. Wanted to get this done today. I was thinking about taking a break, but I have to work my regular job tomorrow through Sunday. It's going to be pretty busy, and I'm probably not going to feel like driving on the simulator. So I thought 473 miles to go. Let's get this done. We can have a little chat while I'm driving. Actually, feeling a little more energetic today than I was yesterday. Um, I also wanted to point out I've been looked at the analytics. Um, Quite a few people have already watched the video I posted yesterday, but there's no comments on any of the videos that I've posted lately. And I'm not really sure what that means or why, whether people are just watching and then not watching or just listening or what's going on. But they tell me comments help on YouTube. Uh, I do this mostly for fun more than anything else. It's not really a source of income or anything, just for the hell of it and because I enjoy it. And kind of feel like I'm yapping with you guys. All right, guys,
Time to hit the road.
it's time to hit the road, well, just like she said. All right. I wonder if it remembers to set speed from last time. No, it does not. Okay. Kind of realistic there, actually. Most vehicles, when you turn them off and back on, don't remember the last set speed. Okay, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Did you guys see that? I hate when it does that shit. I really need to get an M.2 and move my Steam games over to the M.2. But, you know, priorities. I wonder why it doesn't.
Go straight on.
Weird, I gotta hold the brake button to make the engine brake go on. It's strange. I wonder why. Give me a second, guys. When you let me check the settings real quick. When you I don't remember where the setting is for that. Haven't automatic engine brake. Okay, that's weird. And they're both set. Let me look at controls. I'm wondering what the control is to turn it on and off. Sorry about this, guys. I was just noticing, like, when you press the brake pedal, you get engine braking also, but um, it should go on. Okay. It should go on when you get off throttle. Okay, that's not it. Buttons and keys. Parking brake, emergency brake. Engine brake is set for B. Engine brake toggle. Let's make that B. That should turn it on and off. I think that's what was wrong. We'll find out. Now let's see. Okay. There's no indication on the dash there. Sorry, guys. That's not exactly. It's right down here. All right. You can tell I haven't played this game for a while. I don't remember where anything is. Okay. Automatic engine brake. Let me just, maybe it's this one. Maybe it's that. Okay, now it's on. Okay, I guess that was it. I had the settings set in Euro Truck Simulator. I had that already set. So when you get off the throttle, engine brake comes on. And it's nice with cruise control too, when you're going down a hill or whatever. If you exceed the speed limit by a certain amount, it'll kick the engine brake on automatically, which is what happens in real life. Looks like there's a scale up here. I'm curious as to why there's a scale here. Something I've noticed. And I gotta go in. Alright. So where the fuck is it? It's over there. It's on the left side of the road. Okay. So how the fuck do you do? Oh, you gotta do a U-turn and go in. I always wonder what would happen if you just. So, I mean, this makes so much sense. This is so safe. Let's do a U turn in the middle of a fucking highway to get over there to the way station. How fucking stupid is that? Because, that'll make the world fucking safer. And then, of course, they're pulling in. Why the fuck? So, why the fuck is that truck stopping there? Just like the other day, earlier, when that accident happened earlier, the truck stopped there for no reason.
Okay, let's find a new route.
Jesus Christ. I don't know that I've ever actually, in real life, had a way
Reroute.
station that was set up this way, where you had to go to the other side of the road, U-turn and come back. This thing really needs to be in the middle of the road for both directions, widen the road so that you pull to the inside and the way station's in the middle. That's what they needed to do here. But this is just stupid. Think about the accidents that probably happen because of a design like this, if this was actually real. The other thing I don't understand, let me look at the map real quick. We're in the middle of frickin' oh, maybe that's why. Because the state border is right here and people could come, but there's none of these roads come from the other state. Why the hell would you have a way station right there? I don't know. It's been a while. Maybe they do have them. I don't think so, though. Usually you see them, at state lines. You come from one state to another. Sometimes they'll have it when you're exiting a state, which doesn't make any sense either. And now I have to go do another U-turn. I mean, it's just ridiculous. There's a few in the game where um, they provide a proper turn lane to, like, you go to the middle, you go across the road, but then there's a U-turn that they have a road system set up for trucks on this side of the road to get over and go back to the way station. Just really bizarre. It's stupid. I always wonder what would happen if I just skipped it. What would happen? I actually haven't tried that. Whether there'd be a fine. I have traffic enforcement, like speed, just no speeding tickets. I've got that turned off, but I wonder what would happen if I skipped the way station. I'll have to try that one day. Boy, that really delayed us, didn't it? I think I might actually keep it at speed limit 75. That road seems a little curvy. Sometimes these two-lane state routes, four-lane state routes divided like this are actually pretty nice ways to travel. They generally go diagonal across big empty spaces, and they're relatively well maintained usually. Um, you have the occasional town you got to slow down for. It's kind of annoying, but if you're traveling cross country in a car, um, take a look at that sometime. Map it out and do Google Maps or whatever you use and tell it to avoid interstates and run across a state route. So that sometimes you can save some fuel because you're running at a lower speed if you're not in a hurry. And it's often more scenic than interstate. It's kind of interesting. I was just looking at here. Look at the number there, $13 million in the bank. It's interesting that I've been playing this game a lot more. I've got actually the maximum number of drivers you can have in the game. I didn't realize there was a limit to this, um, but there is. And I was just buying, you know, truck garages the large ones, putting 5 trucks in it and 5 drivers each time, not realizing that there's a maximum number of drivers you can have. When you go to the recruitment agency,
Go straight on.
woo, that was close, and that was totally my fault. Car in front of me slowed down, got over, and I'm sitting here wondering why. Totally my fault.
Keep left.
I don't always react normally in the game as I would in real life because sometimes the AI cars do just weird things for no reason. And of course, maybe that should result in me being extra cautious, perhaps. But slow it down a little bit. Um, yeah, what I was telling you about the number of drivers. So if you're getting into this game and you really want to have like the whole country, you know, um, and build a large trucking company, keep in mind there is a maximum number of drivers. And I'm sorry, I don't. We could look. Um, I guess it's 80. I don't know. Um, and of course, they may have changed this, but I don't think so. Recruitment agency, just hire a driver. There are now drivers to hire. Interesting. Okay, so maybe they changed it or fixed it. I don't know. I don't remember now. Or maybe I got rid of a few. Or maybe some quit. I don't actually know there. That's interesting. Um, but that was an issue I was running into is, I've got quite a few garages if you look at the map view. Oh, and you can't zoom out to see. So I've got, a fair amount of number of actually, you know what? I was just thinking, I wonder if it's Euro Truck Simulator that I ran into the maximum number of drivers and not ATS. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played in months, so I don't know even. Um, but keep that in mind, and just maybe do a Google search if you want to start the games, um, and you're interested in building a trucking company in the game. Um, find out what the maximum number of drivers is and just plan for that. So one of the ways you can handle that is go ahead and buy the maybe just buy a 3 bay garage. The negative of that is you don't get the fuel. If you build a 5 bay garage, you get access to fuel at your own facility for a little bit cheaper. So that is an advantage. I don't know whether it's a big advantage, but it is an advantage. You can always upgrade them later. But I would suggest not filling each garage completely. So spread around, maybe start with 3 or even 2 drivers at each garage and expand locations all over your map with only 2 drivers at each place. And then figure out which garages are the busiest. Also, there are statistics available for what kind of freight is in each area and the businesses around it. And you can even customize what types of trailers um, you want to have. Maybe in your area it's all, dairy. Well, you can get dairy trailers, carry milk. Um, flatbed might be what you want. Um, I really don't do that too much. I mostly just concentrate on I buy flatbed trailers. Um, for my drivers, and they seem to do pretty well with that. You could also just not have trailers and let them just pick up whatever freight is available. I think they earn less money that way, but it also might not box them in. But see, the thing is, I don't think just because there's a flatbed trailer available to that driver doesn't mean that they have to use it. Not totally sure on that. I'm not sure anybody knows for sure how the AI drivers for your company actually do their work. I don't know. Maybe somebody out there knows, but just be aware of that. Don't just fill each single truck garage with 5 trucks and 5 trailers and 5 drivers. I would start with 2 or 3 and spread around first and then figure out where you want to expand. Like maybe save the 5 bay garages and 5 drivers and 5 trucks and 5 trailers for the largest cities. Start with the biggest cities, maximize those, but don't put a 5 bay garage with 5 drivers, in middle of nowhere, Kansas. That's you might want a truck and trailer and driver there, but you don't need necessarily 5 of them. We're already in New Mexico. This is one thing about ATS. Um, you definitely cover miles faster because the roads look like that, a lot of them, and you can really cover the miles faster than in Euro Truck Simulator. Um, could make it boring, possibly. Euro Truck Simulator definitely requires a little more care, um, in, but that also might make it more challenging and interesting.
Keep left.
I'm doing what I do. See, in Euro Truck Simulator, when it says keep left, this right lane would end, go to one lane for this exit here. And in the US, we do not do that most of the time. The 2 existing lanes on the
Keep left.
highway continue unless there's an exit only. Like that right lane is exit only. But this center lane here is going to continue with 2 lanes. In Euro Truck Simulator, a lot of times I found you have to get over to the left one because this right continuation lane doesn't continue. It goes into the exit and then reappears on the other side of the exit. So the bridge going over the cross street is 1 lane each way, not 2. It's really weird, and it took me a while to get used to that in Euro Truck Simulator, because that almost never happens in the U.S. There I was about ready to get over because I'm used to it in Euro Truck Simulator, which I've been playing a lot more, which I played a lot more than ATS. Quite frankly, the reason is I drove all over the U.S. as a truck driver. So for me, driving Euro Truck Simulator is a bit more fun and interesting and different. The trucks are different. The scenery is different. The road system is different. Makes it a bit more challenging, also sometimes frustrating. If you just want to drive down the highway like this, American Truck Simulator is probably the game you want. Yeah. The US is a very large country. Europe is certainly large too, but it is not as large as the US. But it is certainly more densely populated, um, and a lot more cities in a smaller space, which makes sense. Europe's had quite a few more hundreds of years to fill out or fill in, I should say. This is going to be bad. I'm going to, yep, yep, I fucked up. All right, guys. Oh well, nothing I can do about it. Don't believe I did that right on the video. The weird thing is the speed limit is still 75, and that's how fast I was going. That is weird. Weird thing is it said just 1% damage. So we'll see. Again, this is a I actually don't know if this is a World of Trucks delivery or not. So this is not safe at 75 miles per hour in a truck. Ah, I just remembered something. In Europe, the differential speed between trucks and cars, the truck speed limit is what shows in the game. It does here too if there is a difference, but there isn't, at least not here. So that 75 miles per hour is the speed limit for cars and trucks legally, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a safe speed for trucks, which is what just happened to me right there. Also, this transformer weighs 110,000 is actually I don't know how heavy. No, this is a space container. It's not that heavy. Okay. I don't know. It was the transformer was in Euro Truck Simulator the last two videos ago. Okay. Well, that sucks that that happened right near the end of the drive. We'll see if it affected the delivery. It just said 1% damage, which I think was to my truck. Oh, well, here I am doing it again. Just slow it down just a little bit through here. It looks like it's getting a little more curvy. And we got a steep grade sign right there. There's a Tesla Model 3. Now the speed limit dropped to 65. Oh, man. Things like that can happen in Euro Truck Simulator too. There's a few sections in across Germany where you can pretty safely run 10 over the speed limit, and then all of a sudden you'll come into an area that's like, holy shit, I need to be going 50, um, and you crash if you don't notice it. Yeah, my little bed icon is turning blue, but it's not all the way up to the top, and we only have 57 miles to go, so we will finish our delivery. License plate on the Tesla there is correct. It's yellow with red letters. That is New Mexico.
Keep left. Keep right.
We want to go to Cruces. See, it'd be better if that GPS said take I-25
Keep left.
south to Las Cruces. This is another really big flyover spaghetti bowl here. See how the highways are turquoise? How they have that turquoise band? They actually do that. That's realistic. And the color of the concrete is also sort of that brownish red color with turquoise blue inlay in the concrete. Um, they like to, really do like to decorate the concrete infrastructure. Mexico and West Texas are like that. It's quite nice, actually. Makes, instead of just boring gray concrete, um, it decorates the roads. See, they've on the silencing barrier there to the right, they have sort of a pattern to decorate that also. It's going to be interesting to see if the cargo is damaged. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't remember if this is a World of Trucks delivery or if it's from inside the game. If it's from inside the game, you can reload from the last autosave location. Um, but you cannot do that on a
Keep
World of
right.
Trucks.
And then exit right. Exit right. Get ready to turn right. Turn right.
We can turn right on red.
Keep right. And then turn right. Turn right. Get ready to turn left.
Just for future reference. It's interesting. Um, this is one thing that's annoying. Here's the adjust mirror control. I can't move this. The mirror I need to adjust is behind it, and I can't see. I was just noticing that this mirror is not really properly adjusted. I don't really know why, because I thought I did this. Like, yeah, that one is out. See how you can still see the side of your truck right here? You really would prefer to have that out a bit more, but it is all the way out. This one was not, and all the way down. I was just noticing that running down this straight road that, and it's not all the way down. See if the convex. Yeah, it was. I was just noticing that driving down this straight road. I was, man, I can see an awful lot of the trailer. Now maybe I don't see quite enough there. So let's bring that one back in just a little bit. And maybe a bit more. Yeah, that'll work. This convex one here really would like to be out a little bit more, but it's good enough. Unfortunately, the UI mirrors, you can't really control. I don't, I don't know if they mimic if when you adjust the mirror here, if it adjusts that. I'm not really sure. Oh well. Sorry guys, a little bit of distraction
Turn left.
there, but I had noticed that that was a little bit off, and having your mirrors not adjusted correctly
Get
definite
ready to turn right.
definitely can cause you problems when you're driving.
Turn right.
Like you really can't see until you're like right there. And we're already, well, we're not quite into the road. It'd be interesting to drive this game with VR, where you would turn your head and look around.
Finally, we are here.
Alrighty. Let's see where they want this thing. Right there. See if we can actually see it. Okay, so it's right there. So we're going to go under the crane. In real life, you would probably not actually do this. You generally don't want to drive under the crane. Obviously, if it had something on the crane was empty there. Yeah. To skip parking, blah blah blah. Oh my God, what the fucking beep? Yes, I understand why they do it. No, it's a pain in the ass, and I hate it. It's not tight enough. Still not tight enough. Boy, I tell you what, it's freaking amateur hour today, guys. I'm used to those European trucks with the much better turning radius. Also, the European trailers have steerable rear axles, so those back tires actually turn into the parking space a bit. And these do not. We don't have that here in the US. Wish we did. I will say you guys have way better technology in your trucks overall. Different tool for a different job, but different tool for a different job. And the stuff we use, it works. Um, but some of the tech you guys have, of course, it's because you need it. Um, with the roads you have and the space you have. um, the confined areas you guys have to deliver into and all that. That's the reason why you guys have that stuff. Most of the time, we don't need it. This is not even a big truck by American standards. Why am I not getting the? There we go. I was like, okay, all right, guys. Yeah, this is not even a big truck by American standards. It's a Cascadia. It's not even a long wheelbase. Regular. It's a regular low roof with the arrow thing on the top. This is not a big trailer, not a big truck. Um, you guys have seen my other yellow truck that's a long wheelbase. Um, it's kind of amazing what you guys do in Europe. Your whole truck would be probably not even as long as the front rear drive axle there. You know. Um, all right, guys. I think that's it. Let's see if I got a damage bonus. Proficiency, high value bonus. Yep. Okay. Well, no damage to the cargo, so that's good. All right, guys. Um, that will be it for this. Well, that is a look at that is a really pretty truck. I know the blue and the right kind of light. The paint job on this was great. It's really cool. All right, guys, that'll be it for the day. You guys have a wonderful evening and be safe out there. Talk to you guys later. Signing off.